Hey guys, this is GamerCow. Welcome to another Legend of Zelda Link to the Past video. This time it's not actually a randomizer run, it is a tutorial on completing Ganon without silver arrows. Now this does require the Japanese 1.0 version, but if you're playing a randomizer then you will have that anyway. Now the reason to do this is because the randomizer does put silver arrows anywhere within the items of the game. You cannot get them from throwing the bow into the fountain anymore. And what that kind of means is that we've seen it in tournament races already in just the first week here, that silver arrows are not a given. You do not find them in every seed without getting to the end and getting a hint from Ganon. Did you find them in Ganon's tower or wherever, you know. We saw that in my previous run of he gives a hint of where they are. So because of that, if your opponent knows how to do this and you don't, and you have to go back to find silver arrows, you have probably just lost a race. And that's no good. If you can do it without silvers, you definitely should. So, with that in mind, I've tried to describe it within the guide I wrote, but it's really hard to properly describe this without having pictures. So, and even then, having pictures to try and describe this is nowhere near as good as doing a video, so I'm going to attempt to describe it here. Now, the first thing you need to do is you need to get the torch glitch. Exclusive to Japanese 1.0s, one of the many glitches which is, and one of the many reasons why that is the version that the randomizer uses. It involves lighting the left-hand side torch before the right-hand torch goes out. And that basically locks the right hand torch in a permanently lit state, which means that even with single magic you hopefully won't run out. Bring potions to this fight, it makes it so much easier. We've seen that on the tournament as well. Somebody tried to run with just fairies, ran out of magic, had to go out and get potions anyway. So, PSA I guess, I don't know. So, that's what we're going to do first here. Make sure that the bat doesn't get in the way and spam the lantern. You can get it that way. You can use the fire rod as well, but not necessarily required. So now we can see when the torch goes out, that left hand torch goes out, the right hand torch does not. So you only ever have to light up one, which is really good. Now what you want to do here is you want to misdirect the bat, usually by going diagonally, but if he's in the corner then you'll want to make sure that the bat is going either straight across the screen or preferably straight down the screen, and you'll stand next to him as he starts to teleport and release the spin attack just before he starts moving. So it'll be that. Obviously you need the torches lit in order to damage him in the first place, so that's why we're just sort of demonstrating that here. But the general principle is not to misdirect it like that. See, that's what would happen if you don't move correctly. So you get 2 rounds before the torch goes out, so let's show this off now. Stand the diagonal, release the spin attack just before he starts moving. The spin attack has a lot of frames. You can get hit by the bat as you start the spin attack, because I think your hitbox changes at that stage, which is sort of annoying. But if you have a look there, we see 80 health on the side. That is Ganon's health. Obviously, if you do the spin attack after he starts moving, you've done it too late. You need to do it when he is blinking. So, thankfully the spin attack is really forgiving in terms of how many frames you have for this, so, and it doesn't matter if you've got Tempered Sword or Golden Sword, both of them will do the same amount of damage here. So misdirect the bat, go in for the spin attack, and easy as you like when you don't end up messing up, of course. It does take a little bit of practice to do, and I did say I'm not the greatest at this. I am nowhere near as fast as the main runners of the game, because I don't speedrun this game, but I do feel like this is an important enough glitch to learn that you should learn it even if you aren't planning on doing no major glitches runs and whatnot. So stand to the diagonal, go in with the spin. Fairly straightforward, it just takes a little bit of practice to get. And you've got to make sure that you are not too far away when you're misdirecting the bat. That is the only other thing. So, takes 12 hits with either Tempered or Golden Sword. and once you have it down, really isn't too bad. I did miss quite a lot of shots there, but mostly just to describe how things go. If you use the fire rod instead of the lamp to light the torch there, then you can actually keep a spin attack maintained. I'll quickly show that by reloading this fight. So just go from here again, get the torch glitch, just spam that there, and then, because if you use the lantern for this, then you have to charge the spin attack again. But if you use the fire rod, you can keep your spin attack held, and if you use the thing too early, that happens. So that's why you have to hit him when he's teleporting rather than outside of that. But yeah, if you use the fire rod, you actually do keep your spin, so, and you can hit him even when he is cloaking if your timing is good. So keep that in mind as well if you can. Obviously when he's in a really bad spot, don't go chasing him for no reason. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to do. Usually you will only get 2 shots at this per round, per torch round. You may get 3 if you are really lucky with this positioning, but that isn't too likely. So just take your time, make sure that you get it set up properly, Mr. at the bat properly, and you'll be fine. Just 2 more hits to do here. If you can light the torch whilst he's moving into a favourable spot, that is better, because if you use the torch too late, if he stops moving or if he's just about to stop moving, he'll teleport again straight away, and that can sometimes be good if he's, say, in the opposite corner to the torch. So if he's up here, then you may want to just move him quicker. But if you can, try and light the torch whilst he's moving, so that when he reaches his destination, especially if you're using the fire rod, when he reaches his destination, you can start misdirecting the bat straight away. If you're using the lantern, then you'll definitely want to make sure you do it whilst he's moving, because you can't keep a spin attack charged, as we previously said. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully this makes it a little bit more helpful for people trying to get the glitch. Good luck to everybody in the tournament, and I shall talk to you guys later. Bye bye.